Lovely smoky barbecue spare ribs. Really simple to make. You need to sort of pre-cook the rib meat for a long time, slow cook it. You can either do that on the barbecue, on a closed barbecue for a few hours, sort of 1 to 2 hours. Coat them in the sort of spice mix that we've suggested, so a lovely mix of paprika and mustard and a little bit of chili powder, which you can leave out, especially if you're serving it to the kids if you want to make it a bit more child friendly. And a slow cook from the barbecue, you can leave them to cool, pop them in the fridge, nicely covered on a tray, and then do that 2 or 3 days in advance. You've got plenty of time, and then bring them out on the barbecue. And now we're just going to glaze them, cook them over the hot coals, and glaze them with some lovely barbecue sauce, turning them for 20 minutes, half an hour or so, until they're nice and sticky and delicious. You can see they've got the kind of nice barbecue, kind of red, ruby, kind of rusty kind of rub on them, which is delicious. And we're just going to rub on some of this barbecue sauce. Now you can make your own, using some ketchup and some vinegar and some honey, but we've just used a really good quality bought barbecue barbecue sauce, which we're now going to rub and just kind of generously brush all over the meat. Make sure that thoroughly coated. This is a mixture of just barbecue sauce and a little bit of the resting juices from the cooking of the ribs. Obviously on the barbecue you're not going to get those, but if you've got it in the oven on a tray, you're going to get all the lovely kind of juices from the pork, and we're going to add those to our barbecue sauce to make it extra delicious and not waste any of that good flavour. In our main recipe we've got some chili powder in the marinade, which kind of carries on into this barbecue sauce, which is really delicious, makes it kind of a little bit fiery but nothing too strong. Obviously if you're serving this to your children, they're not going to like too much heat, it's going to kind of put them off. It's not going to be very pleasant, so you can easily just take that out. You've got the paprika in there, which is kind of a nice mild spice. A little bit of mustard powder as well, a bit of cinnamon. You can even add a little bit more honey and sweetness and maple syrup. Anything like that, just to make it a little bit more appealing, a bit more palatable for the kids and the family. And adapt the recipe as you need to. But if you're doing this all out, I think a little bit of chili powder is great, adds a lovely little kick. Yeah, and I think these ribs, they may seem a little bit indulgent. I think, that we've used quite a standard rub. We haven't used too much sugar, but that shouldn't take away from the kind of fun and enjoyment of the sharing and that kind of messy, kind of caveman element of cooking over fire, cooking over hot coals, getting a bit sticky, bolt buying in the napkins to make sure everyone's got a clean face at the end of the meal. It's all about having a good time and kind of getting a bit silly and getting outdoors. Don't forego being a bit more adventurous and being a bit more fun. Make a lovely coleslaw, don't buy in mayonnaise heavy, kind of overly thick coleslaw. Make your own, it's really easy. You just need to slice up any kind of nice root vegetables, radishes work really well, anything like that, and then you just want to mix it really with a little bit of oil, a little bit of vinegar. You can add in maybe a little bit of natural yogurt as that kind of mayonnaise thickener, and it kind of gives you this crunchy, crispy, vegetable heavy kind of salad almost. Far and away from that kind of traditional heavy coleslaw, and it means you can fit in 4 or 5 different vegetables and make what seems like quite a indulgent, sticky, messy meal, slightly more, slightly better for you and slightly less naughty.